the win! Yeah!
So guys, post moves are kind of something that most people don't really want to do, especially in my team. But in 2K in general, most of the time post moves seem like they're just kind of tedious, because most of the time you don't really have to do them. You kind of just back your opponent down and finish inside with a pump fake or something. But guys, if you learn post moves, you will become that much better at the game, and you will become that much harder to guard. Trust me, I'd use post moves all the time, and most of my bigs will end the game with double nights pretty much every single game. And they never really have a bad game. They're always able to score on pretty much everybody. They're grabbing rebounds, they're getting blocked shots, and they're always basically just doing their job. But before we get into that, I have to let people know I'm not going to be getting 2K21 until probably around Christmas. So, because, well, I don't have my own money, because I would get a job, however, COVID-19, and I would definitely get 2K21. However, I've received a whole lot from my family, especially my parents, over this quarantine period, simply for kind of just babysitting little kids and doing work around the house. And I'm already cool with that. I'm blessed with that. And I'm going to be doing 2K20, but even when I'm doing 2K20 stuff, I'll continue to do 2K20 even after Christmas when I get 2K21, because I will continue to make videos on both. And then the next year, I'll continue to do the same thing. I'll do videos on 2K22, but also continue to do videos in 2K21, just in case people that don't really want the next gen, or just don't want the next game, period, or just don't really, they just don't want the game and they want to continue to get videos on the previous game. Then I'll continue to do videos on the previous game. But now that I got that out of the way, post scoring, it comes down to really 3 or 4 things. Thing number 1, never spin in the same direction more than once. No, more than twice. You got about 2 times back-to-back possessions to spin in the same direction. When you do this, when you do this constantly on a regular basis, you end up messing up your chances to score in the post more often, because now they're expecting it. So don't spin in the same direction twice or 3 times, regardless of which. You pretty much have a max of 2 times to spin in that direction until your opponent catches up to you and starts to say, okay, I'm just going to guard that direction and cut you off. By being this unpredictable, that you now have a basic post move down to score with. And it's really just spinning in 2 different directions. So that's kind of one of the easy ones. But now we're going to get into some that are a little bit more difficult. And that is, don't be afraid to use the post fadeaway. Most people don't use the post fadeaway because they feel as if there's no point in it. And they feel as if they should just kind of go in up for 2 on the layup because of their back downs and stuff like that. They'll back their opponent down and then just pull up the easy 2. The post fadeaway can be lethal if you use it correctly. When you want to use post fadeaway, well, when you use the post fadeaway, you want to use it right as your opponent right as your character backs down into your opponent. So once he hits that, aggressive back down, that's when you want to switch back. You want to pull back on your left stick and push the shoot button, or if you're using the stick, pull back on both sticks and shoot the fadeaway, because you'll have as much space as you possibly need to shoot it. This can make your offensive bag more versatile. This can make it easier for you to score. And just in case you have a slow jump shot, this can make it easier for you to get off a shot without it getting contested. So don't be afraid to use the post fadeaway, and remember, use it right on the back down. That's when you'll get the most space to take the shot. And the final one, get an offensive post move bag. Get a bag. You need something. In other words, basically, learn how to use the jabs. The jabs are extremely easy. Just flicking the controller in a different direction. You flick the controller left, he'll jab back, depending on where he's looking. If you can flick the controller right, he'll jab the other way, depending on where he's looking. It can make your opponent shade to one area, thinking that you're going one way, and then it'll give you space to spin in the other direction. That, if you know how to use these things correctly, you can pretty much dominate anybody in the post. Because most people don't learn how to guard the post because it's not sexy. It's not the flashy thing to do. It's not the super cool way to score buckets. They'd rather break people's ankles and shoot from 3. This is where you can take advantage of their inability to guard you down there. Because most people don't really work on that. Also, of course, make sure you use pump fakes. Why you just go straight up on people, I don't know. But be careful with the pump fakes. Don't sit there and use them every single possession, because that's when your opponent starts to figure you out. Use pump fakes for situational moments when the person has you, but then all of a sudden go straight up all of a sudden when they're expecting you to pump fake. Be versatile. Be unpredictable. Try to mix it up as much as you can in the post, and you'll be able to score pretty much every time. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. And I will be doing, like I said, I will be doing 2K21 videos as soon as I get 2K21. But I will also continue to do 2K20 videos for people who don't want to play 2K21. And that's okay. I understand that. You don't want to play 2K21. You want to keep playing 2K20. Or you maybe want to play 2K19. But honestly, for this video, this works for both channels. This works for both sides. You can use this information in 2K20 and 2K21. So feel free to use it in whatever ways you will. And also, if you're playing a My Career and you're a My Career player, use this stuff. Learn how to score in the post by yourself. I know everybody picks Paint Beast and all that, but you don't have to be a post scorer and literally just do the same thing over and over again. That's no fun. It gets way more fun when you learn how to use moves in the post and you start to become unguardable down there. That being said, this is Mr. Full Court, and I'll see you guys later, man.
I got a bad bitch and she doing what I say so. Gotta get this bread, boy, I'm all about the pay. So it's a pocket full of money, nigga, or I be the bankroll. Shout out Lil Muzzy for this blueberry fago. I be on a flight, nigga, catch me in the dago. Riding in the city, nigga, you know how my day